find Johnny's most recent token on a different map. Motherfucker! Can't I just have a little sidebar of most used tokens?
You should
So I can
suggest
just
that.
drag and drop. You know what? Maybe I will. One day. One day. Oh, spacebar moves me down a little bit. Damn it, spacebar. Why you got this?
God damn, even satellite can't locate me. That's pretty bad. That's pretty bad.
Well,
But I mean, it could be a
every
pocket
time
dimension
I've
too,
asked-
because you couldn't locate Viridian. So
Every time I've asked satellite to locate someone, she said that she can't find them.
Yay! Here you go. You appear in this hole.
oh, gorgeous. Awareness check on my surroundings because things look odd.
Might be a good idea.
Monsters appear out of the floor and the ceiling and the walls and the pillars, and then you die.
Well, it makes sense. Let's be honest.
Oh,
And reroll Queen Intuition. Oh, that's better.
no, you aware as fuck.
Don't you sigh at me.
What's happening, my man?
You died horribly. Which in this case means nothing happened.
Oh, so no, just can you give me an idea of the surroundings and everything?
Alright, so you have these geometrically designed floor tiles that look indented into the floor, as in
Right.
it should not be a flat surface, but it seems to be filled in up to the very top of all the indented hexagons with some sort of crystal or glass to make a flat surface. Kind of as in you like poured molten glass over the top and made a glass floor.
Right.
And you have these simplistic but ornate white stone pillars. They have the same design, but smaller on the pillars that the floor does. Also looks kind of glassed over. And at the very end of the wall, there is a giant tapestry hanging from the wall. And every time you look at it, your eyes slide off it.
Oh, doesn't want me to look at it.
Of course it don't.
I'll look at it later. Let's look at these pillars.
They all shoot laser beams and you die!
Choo choo! Dodge, dodge.
Just all the laser beams.
Just go shove your face into the tapestry.
No, I could use see no evil, but that also seems like a stupid idea. Just because I don't know how bad it could be. It seems like it could be really bad. Okay, looking around, on these pillars.
Oh, you look around? Oh, shit.
Is there any, keyholes?
No.
No keyholes. Is there any keyholes on the wall?
Johnny's just looking for those holes.
I need a hole. Because I'm feel fucked right now.
I need a hole in my life!
Oh, shit. Yeah, the only other eye power.
You're only allowed no eye powers.
No eye powers in here?
No, you're not allowed any eye powers forever, ever.
See, Matt, you're giving me some conflicting ideas here.
I'm permanently removing your eye powers forever. Ha ha ha. Okay, just move on.
Yeah. When I no, I feel like so what you want me to do, because these pillars seem to be directing me to this this giant portrait of whatever. Do I need influence to look into it? Or willpower? How would you want me to actually study the portrait? Or maybe I need to wait. You guys here?
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm listening.
Do you need me to do something to, gaze in to the portrait?
I
I
don't know. What are you gonna do, homie?
Do you have dissecting gaze? This could be like Mario 64, and you just gotta jump in that bitch.
it could literally be. Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Hey, maybe it's another. Maybe it's a new mantle.
Huh.
Maybe.
Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me. No. Why not dissecting gaze into the portrait? Because that's been my go-to for everything.
It's mostly been good for
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. Perception.
you. I really hope it.
Rolling. Perception. Roll that one, baby.
I hope it's a.
It's pretty good, actually.
King Bomb.
I mean, the wall around the tapestry is really detailed. I didn't think it'd be that much effort put into this thing. Oh man, this is great.
You fucker. Influence to direct the gaze into the portrait. Fuck.
Holy shit! Look how it just the amount of craftsmanship that went to work in.
Reroll, of course. Ooh.
Holy shit! That's a tapestry of time. My eyes burn. I need you to gain 1d100 insanity. The minimum you can get is 50. What is love? So you get a good peek at what time looks like and all the probabilities that will ever be, ever have, or and will be.
Holy shit! You just found the fabric of fate.
You
It's
found
the
a
actual
window
tapestry.
into the tapestry of time, and a big figure appears behind you.
Of course.
Oh,
You like what you see.
that is a scary looking lady.
Yeah,
If
she
I
wears
never-
no clothes, but she's covered in this black tar, from the head down.
I finally found all the secrets, man. I've been trying. Shit's been happening so weird, and now I finally found the conspiracy. This is crazy. I can't believe this has happened. I am in awe of you, and I do etiquette.
Did you turn to face her?
I have to turn to face her to do etiquette, and I'm assuming you want me to do insanity for just even. Can I put my gaze down? Do I have to look at her? Can I?
You don't have to. No.
I will give her. I will give her a nice etiquette, though, because I am shitting my pants.
Paranoid Annick.
Shitting my pants.
Paranoid, man. Paranoid.
Shitting my pants.
Oh, shit, man.
This is going a lot better than I.
Yeah, you bow and I'm called Abraxas. I'm a custodian of tapestry of fate, time, space, past, present, future.
Kazarek,
Do not speak his name here. Do not mention him. Do not speak of him. Do not think, suggest.
You will never
assume.
be mentioned again.
You are correct. He will not be. Do not give him power in places he shouldn't. You didn't think of that, did you? Speak the name. Something might listen.
Power words are an interesting thing, as
So is names.
so is names. I can actually names are yes, names have been given to me, as I'm sure you know already.
To see the fabric of time and space without penalty, you must not look upon it.
But more interact with what comes from it.
No.
So if I must not look upon it, I must. Can't imagine it. I can't. That's a paradox, isn't it? I must experience it then, instead of just looking upon it.
Experiencing it will kill you.
Experiencing it will kill me.
It is the tapestry of fate. It's infinite, never-ending. Connected to all the other tapestries all over. One giant canvas.
One sec.
Seconds up! Baby, it's coming!
59.
It's coming! Your death.
Of course. Okay. So are these pillars that I've walked into, are they part of the tapestry?
Oh heavens, no, this whole room is just a fancy box.
Oh, for the, of course. What did
I enjoy the shapes.
they are very, very colorful.
The shapes are colorful.
Yeah, I'm going pretty much insane at this point.
Yeah, how much insanity do you have now?
159. Get lucky with my roll, because I needed a minimum 50, right? So, but I did look upon it and I didn't die, so I'm kind of confused about that.
I didn't say you would die to look upon it.
It was more, can you even
You glimpsed it for but a fraction of a moment.
Right.
And you were flooded with the possibilities and the probabilities of what can and can't be, and what was and what couldn't be.
Is that the first step?
No. That way lies madness and death. Every single action, word, junction, event is riddled with possibilities of what can and can't happen. And thus, when a probability comes to fruition, it goes down another tree, and it is endless. And that is true for every single person, every single action, event. Things crisscross, things diverge, converge, separate, end even. But you wouldn't want to look upon that. You would not understand it, and you would go insane trying.
Looking down at my
the tapestry.
Looking down at my necklace, has it changed any?
No.
It's still the same. Odd. I wonder if it enhanced it at all. Okay. So your job is to clean, and I'm assuming I'm part of the filth now.
Nothing's truly filthy or clean on the tapestry. You're just fabrics or strands.
You're the one that cleans up the messes of the fabric, then.
Why are you assuming anything?
I'm trying to understand your position.
Don't. You'll hurt yourself.
Okay.
A custodian could also be considered a chaperone, or a protector, or a weaver.
Oh, a weaver, yes.
I do tend to pluck and pull and twist certain strands when I wish, but it's the time. Things go as they should.
I can't name drop anybody here either. There's no point, because that's a bad thing to do. So one tapestry of many, eh? Huh.
Yes.
Is it a defense mechanism to make you fall off of the image compared to looking into it?
No. It's just too large and you are mortal, and you are finite.
If I was immortal, would it be easier to?
It would be worse. You wouldn't die, and you would just be insane.
Ah, interesting.
At least with mortality, you would expire, because your
Ah.
brain would snap. I do not even look upon it.
Hmm.
No one looks upon the tapestry and comes out unscathed.
Do you gain anything from looking at the tapestry, though? So what's the point? Just to keep things in line?
I said I never looked upon it, nor will I. Or have I?
Of course.
And yet you ask me if there's benefit to look upon it.
Right. I'm curious to...
There is no benefit to look upon it. You will just get mired in what was, what could have been, and what have been, and what will be. And there's no benefit from that. It's like getting
benefit.
stuck in mud that you can't get out of because you keep digging yourself deeper and deeper.
Quicksand. Right.
No. You're doing it to yourself,
Oh, I'm physically
digging
Oh.
yourself into a deeper hole.
digging my own grave, as they say. Do that much, that often. Sure. I guess, neat. I hear you. Fuck, Matt. What do you expect me to do? How do you say that name again? Abraxa?
Praxis?
Abraxas?
Mhm.
Abraxas.
More of a
Maybe ask her
Praxis
to-
with an A rather than an I, but, Praxis. Us.
So, Abraxas, have you noticed me the whole time when I came here, or was it just when I noticed the tapestry?
I know all who could trespass into this place, but if you wish to look upon it, fine. But the door is also there. Finding this place again is difficult. Finding it in the first place is less so. It's the Chamber of the Lost. And you are lost. Leaving that door, you will be found. And finding what is lost again is much harder, no?
Interesting. She pointed to a door?
Yeah, door at the end of the hallway. Complete opposite. Started by it.
But I went to the tapestry anyway to check it out.
Of course you did.
Because why wouldn't you?
I've had people leave. Just like, nope, fuck this shit.
Not having any of it.
Yeah, I've had players walk into many rooms, even different from this one, and go, this sounds like a terrible idea. It's our trap.
I don't
I'm
think
leaving.
we've ever done that.
Nope, you guys are hook, line, and sinker for every piece of content I throw at you. For good or for evil. Ha 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 ha. Wow, it's still that bright out for 6 o'clock? You shitting me? Wow. Interesting.
Abraxas,
Hmm.
so I became lost.
Right.
Was what you're telling me. Which, more or less, because I got here, I was lost.
Sometimes before actually entering the abyss, you you end up finding places like this, places that were purposely lost so that no one would find them. So only the lost can find the lost places. Or a finder. Finders find what's lost, but that's beside the point. That's their function.
That wouldn't make me a finder, would it?
No, you are lost.
Of course. How does one become a finder?
You were made into one. They're like the guides. They became seekers.
Interesting.
And that is their entire fabric of being. Like the guides, they're the pilots of their ship. They are the ship, and the ship is them. And their job is, as a vessel, is to guide those, whether it's the vehicle they drive itself or its passengers, to one destination to another.
Yeah, we just got done saving the guys from
I know.
death. Right. Of course you do.
There was a difference. There was a large change in the tapestry. All weavers are aware. And we are pleased to see such shining golden threads return to the bleakness of the current tapestry.
Only if I could find out what this is. Point to my this.
Do you wish to find out? Many things are lost on purpose.
Yes,
That was purposely lost with much experience and much effort. In fact, it was lost a long time ago.
It'd be nice if I could turn it. That would be a finder for somebody, wouldn't it? But
Maybe. I could return it, but you, according to your current path and probabilities, handing it to me to return to the owner that I know, who tried to lose it in the first place, who would thus lose it again, because that is what the original purpose was that for that item,
right.
is less than 5%. So basically handing it to me would make it lost again. I don't think you, as the person you currently are, is going to hand over that. But what you hold is destruction.
Of course.
It's called the Nevinral's Disc. Opening it creates a portal to destruction, and that is, it sucks everything and all things it can get its hold of and pulls them to nothingness. Obliteration, annihilation, the void.
This
is why it is sealed.
Right.
Why it was lost. And thus, by me revealing this information to you, has changed the probabilities of what you are going to do here on after. You can feel the sharpness of the teeth as she smiles. You're not looking at her.
Yep.
You can just feel she's influencing you as is. Just even knowing the information, it's changing your current path. She's manipulating.
Mm-hmm.
And technically, once she's given you this information, you don't have a choice. Your probabilities have changed.
Did you get this idea for her off of an actual creature from the Fae? Like one of the books?
What do you mean? Nevinral's Disc?
No, what she's doing, like being able to see into the absolute future, and just by really dropping little tidbits of information, she's getting you to go exactly to where she wants you to go and do stuff.
Well, no, she's changing probability. She's not getting you exactly where you want to go, but by giving you information and or not telling you information, she's changing the probabilities of what you're going to do.
Oh, okay. It's just really familiar.
That's just fate weavers in general. That if they want a probability more likely to happen, they'll try and influencing by doing things, manipulating other threads that interact with you later on.
And it's just super familiar to this thing I read in a book. It pretty much is like locked away, and if you got to it, and just by talking to it, it can see again anywhere into the future, and it knows exactly what you're going to do. So it tells you just the information to get you to go do something, and eventually something terrible happens. Like you end up doing something terrible, like absolutely earth
Fate
shattering.
Weavers have not been. They're not evil. They're not good.
Just want to see what happens. Like to experience it.
No, yeah, they like to change things. That's at least that's just like to make chaos and change fun. Anyways, continue. I'm sorry.
I guess having this would be powerful.
Wouldn't mind.
Might give me up in society ranking. Might move me to where I want to be. I'm sure you already know where I need to be.
Dead.
Dead. Exactly.
That is what that item will do to you.
For sure. That's why giving it off is usually the easiest solution.
Perhaps. But think of it this way: if it destroys all, wouldn't you, as the holder, the Eye of the Storm, center of the foci, wouldn't you not be immune?
Right.
You
But
would be the first to go, and
yeah.
then who would close it?
Exactly.
Oh wait, there would be no one to close it.
Exactly.
So thus I've again altered your probability. Increase the chance of you handing it off.
Seemed odd though that I came here when looking at it. It seems to have more than just one use.
The Abyss is one step down, and that item is the end, the Omega.
And so giving it back to its original owner, just throw it away again.
The item's too valuable to be lost, because some things are not possible to be destroyed except by the most visceral means, and that item is specifically meant to destroy the undestroyable. But having it around is troublesome.
The thing is that unless they know what it is, and I've had trouble, I don't know if anyone else could even get into it. And you said it's older. It's really old.
It's old.
It's been lost for a long period of time.
But what is old? Especially to a
Wolves.
weaver. To you, old could be anything from 50 years, 100 years. Or what is old to the mortal? The most you can comprehend, even feasibly, is 1,000 years. And beyond that, it starts to construe your ability to comprehend anything beyond statistics of the number itself. You don't remember events. You can only understand what has been handed down. And even then, it's been watered down by 1,000 years. It's not going to be the same. It's going to be numbers, statistics, fact. Without the emotion and the humanity, mortality that wrought that decision.
How about a trade then? How about I give you this item and you empower my eye?
Deal.
Sounds good.
And thus, this is the first lesson of fate weaving. I lied to you. And she clicks one of the side panels, pops it open, and eats a bone coin.
Feels bad.
There is an Everenrol's disc. Predator has it. That is a free bit of tidbit for you.
She tricked me.
But that is the first step of being a fate weaver. Taking the probability of a mere 5% and moving it to a very probable 90%.
So keeping it to not keeping it.
All right. I wanted you to hand it over. I was hungry. But you were not going to hand it over because the possibility of what it was and could be was infinite. And it was very valuable. Thus, I had to change your opinion of it to make it so that you knew for a fact that having this item is detrimental to your well-being in all facets of your existence. So thus you would want to pawn it off, but of course for a favor which you did not specify.
Right.
So, empowering your eye, I did agree, but you didn't specify how much empowering that would be.
Well, you're like the fate. You're the one that deals with it, so totally up to you.
What I can do is this, and this big hand reaches over the back of your head, the very top of it, and one of the nails digs into not your right, or not your left, which is Lucy's eye, but to the right one, and you get a new power.
Cool.
Your eye is very powerful. Yes, indeed. This will not help you look upon it. In fact, no one should look upon the fate tapestry. Not recommended. Now, this will allow you to utilize the powers within your eye for potentially altering small events of fate. Pull too much, too often, things might tear, stretch, rip, distort, twist, tangle. You might have a problem. Do it occasionally. All you do is twinge and pull, and things are safe. Tapestry is versatile, it is strong, it is flexible, but sometimes discordant tones will damage what is and what isn't. Be liberal in its use, but you should be able to at least utilize some of it. Use the lesson I gave you here and today as potentially a lesson for the future. If you can find the woman Delve, she is a fate-weaving teacher, so to speak. She might be able to teach you, but of course, you'll have to manipulate the possibilities of her accepting you as a student. And if you can't do that, there's no use for you being a weaver of fate.
Fair enough.
Oh, and as I said, don't look. And that is the Fate faction.
Yep.
So basically, the power she gave you is you can use your eye power to get a free reroll.
Okay.
There is no limit on how many times you can stack it, so you can go reroll, 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 and then just continue to use the eye points. But as she did hint, maybe
may fuck things up.
May cause problems.
Right.
So now you can use fate eye point rolls to get a reroll here and there in case you are desperate, and besides the actual fate points themselves. So you get another fate point pool potentially.
Right.
Da 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 da.
Play Jim. We'll play.
Oh man, I love this faction. It is just what is and what isn't.
So she ate it with a fate coin?
It was a black, red, and gold striped fate coin or a bone coin.
Ah. Fuck me.
Oh, cherish.
Feels bad.
Oh, that's fucking. That is. She lied.
Yep, she lied.
We're too used to people just telling us the truth, taking shit at
She
face
gave you a
value.
vital lesson, but she also gave you a faction challenge. You can convince this person, then you can get in and learn the way of weaving fate. She also gave you a power. That's not weak, but You got basically conned, but that's fate weaving.
Mm-hmm.
They are the master manipulators.
Yeah, if you had been able to open it up and eat that bone coin, oh man.
She just ate it. She didn't even open it up. Yeah, it was just. a
No,
bone
she
coin.
opened it up and ate it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she basically pushed
Unlocked
in
it.
the
Oh.
hexagonal sides. So there was no like access points, like
Right.
no grooves or anything, but there were push plates,
Yeah.
and she did a really complex series of clicks, like a combo thing
Hmm.
opened, and she ate it.
Right.
The contents within, and she smiled with her ink-stained teeth
Yeah.
and just said,
Fuck
"That'd
you.
be a lesson to you."
Yep.
But you did not come out unhanded or without or empty-handed. In
Well,
that
the
case.
thing is, I was like, how can I use this to my advantage right now? And I'm like, well, maybe I could use it for getting fate powers. And I was like, well,
That is exactly what she was trying to do,
yeah,
because she knows
wanted that.
she knows by your current and previous actions on the tapestry that you were most likely to do these actions when you have this mindset, and that's exactly what she did. He was like, if this item is too dangerous to hold on to and to even utilize, let alone all the effort it would take to open it,
right.
and it'd be lethal to use, you would be most likely to trade it off in an exchange, which is exactly what she was trying to change the
And
probabilities
she got
to.
you to start the like trade too.
Yeah, and you were the one to initiate the trade, hence
Mhm.
why she never mentioned it. So that's a fate weaver. They're master manipulators. She took the smallest percentile of what you would do with it and changed it drastically by telling you what you needed to hear to do what she wanted you to do.
Why did that thing bring me back to like to the beginning of this thing? Why did she bring me there?
You have no idea.
Huh.
She did tell you though, but you don't know if that's a truth or a lie. She basically said that the item
She
was
might have
lost.
just wanted the item.
The item was lost. This is the chamber of the lost.
Right.
And lost on their way to the abyss. Sometimes you find lost things find lost places.
Did I get anything from
lost.
looking at that tapestry, or is it just insanity?
No, you just got insanity.
Feels bad.
Yep. Game's hard, man. Game is so hard. But
You
playing,
insane.
I mean, you do have a mage that has a familiar that eats insanity. You
You
just
have
dancing in front of the door?
159.
Yeah, if you're just dancing in front of the door, or you want to leave.
No, he's insane. He's doing his little jig.
Check out my ass, shaking my ass,
You guys can. I'll just.
You're just gonna stay here for a little while?
Can I bring up a portal from here?
Nope.
I don't think so. Fuck out.
Yeah, Jonny, you peer back on the couch like, son of a bitch. That was the best conspiracy ever. I freaking know, man. You don't know. You all don't know, man.
I just keep on seeing everything, and it just keeps on getting worse. Satellite. Now this. It's too much, man. I can't handle it. Shit. That was a bad play.
You know who can eat your insane. You know who to go to.
Hey, like, sorry, dude.
It's okay. It's okay.
You found a very difficult place to get into, but the faction that owns that place, and the individual of that faction that owns that place is you're not the first to get duped out of all their stuff.
Mhm.
I've actually had someone trade everything.
Really?
Oh yeah.
She told them that they had this super awesome item and they traded everything for it. It turned out
Well,
to just
no,
be mundane.
it basically he had a whole series of items that she wanted, and thus weaved a story to hand over exactly those items, and I did it well enough that the player handed over exactly the items she wanted without specifying which ones she needed, or the ones that she wanted. So he had an inventory full of stuff. I wanted 4 of them, and I got him to pick out specifically those 4 among dozens of items
Damn.
to hand over for a single favor that ended up being not what he wanted.
Right.
And he was not a happy camper. But he's like, I gave you these 4 things, and I have to do more work? Yeah, sucks to be you, dumbass. Yeah, it was a beautiful session. Hey, you came out well, traded 1 thing for 2 things.
Yeah.
And you also got to meet the Weaver faction. None of anyone else has met the Weaver faction yet.
Yep.
And you were given another Weaver name too.
Oh, of another person that can teach me shit.
That
Yeah.
can teach you.
Yep.
You just have to weave a story to convince her to take you.
Mm-hmm.
You want me to be the master manipulator?
Yep. The Weavers put Carloso to shame.
Well, I guess I'm gonna have to work on that. Oh shit.
But he's a master manipulator through experience.
Yeah.
They're master manipulators because they know exactly what they need to do.
Yeah.
Get you to do what they want. But even then, it's still a probability.
Ah, fuck. I wish I would have no way of knowing. I could have like tried to fiddle around with it through logic and shit.
Well, and that's the thing.
Yeah.
That's
I got shut too fast. Like I got. Oh, here you go, John. You're going into this fucking thing. Oh, okay. Well, that sucks.
Hey, I didn't say your powers were safe.
Yeah. No. Okay.
In fact, if I remember correctly, that's a power Kazarak gave you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, of course it's not safe. He loves shaking the snow globe. Snow globe that is the existence of everything. Everyone's a little
so
snowflake.
if I would have used that bone coin with my bird feather thing, I would have been.
Well, here's the fun part.
I
You don't get to speculate
know.
because
It's over.
you don't. It's over.
Still cool though. Cool.
Yeah, you got a key piece of information. You got a life lesson. You got a cool power, and you got a quest. So, and you got all the other information too. So,
Predator, his item.
well, that, and you gotta have the experience of meeting a weaver of great
Right.
power, and
Not a lot of people have.
you also
experienced
gotta
that.
find got to experience a lost place. You actually found a window into the tapestry.
Yeah.
Which you got a lot out of it, but you did pay the price for. But
Wow.
I know you. You've played this game quite a lot, and I know how you operate, and I used it against you.
Mm-hmm.
And the best part is later on, I'm going to calculate this previous experience into the equation.
I know.
Dude, this is my work games and my mind games. Oh, my players hate me. I've had players quit because they're like, nope, I ain't dealing with that. Screw you.
Feels bad. That's what it is.
Hey, how long was he gone?
10 minutes.
So you get it out just as soon as we're done talking to Leowana, basically.
Yeah. He disappears, you appear, it's like, I seen shit, man. I seen shit.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, Johnny was like, "Hey, Johnny, what happened? Where did you go to?"
Don't want to talk about it.
Oh, okay.
Like, grabbing your knees, rocking.
Brilliant.
Like, I don't want to talk about it.
What's up, Johnny?
How's everything?
Oh, things are pretty good. We're getting our final preparations to go to Ward ready. Oh yeah, you didn't know. So I have Phazon mana now. I've
Ooh.
specialized 2 of my chakras.
Nice. Congratulations.
Oh, and DiGiorno woke up. Say hi, DiGiorno.
Hello.
Why'd you join up?
Can I eat him?
Can't she, Johnny?
Stay laid back and relax, and I'm like, go for it.
Wait, I can eat him?
I don't know if that's a yes or no.
He didn't say no, which means yes.
Go ahead.
She comes over and you can feel little tingly teeth chomp on your head. And you lose all your insanity, but you need to make a willpower test
Remember
and a
shit.
toughness test to not start losing stats, because she don't stop.
Yeah.
She said eat him, which is all of you, which is all your intelligence and willpower.
Toughness. Power.
Oh. Ooh.
I'll
You
reroll
don't want to
the
reroll
toughness.
that toughness?
Yeah, for sure. I guess I gotta burn a fate point.
You don't have to burn. You have a power.
Oh. Okay.
Use I point to reroll.
Okay, let's try it out. But that fucks things over in the fate, so I don't really need to use it this
Well,
Well,
only
only
if you
if you
use it
use it.
too many times in a row. So if you keep fucking up on the roll and you're
Right.
like, this is my 4th use on the same roll, that's when it starts to get fucked up.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we're just gonna roll another 90, so you're gonna have to do it
Fuck
again.
Okay, I'll take
Yeah.
my card off.
You just kind of get up, and she's like, "Oh, I wasn't done. I was getting to the good stuff." Yeah, you're back to same.
Well, I feel way
Yeah.
better.
Hey, what's a tapestry?
Don't worry about it.
Tasty.
Yeah, tapestry is like it's like a cloth you weave, I think.
Ah, wait. Why did it make him insane?
I have no idea. Why were you looking at crazy cloths, Jonny?
Well, now that the sanity's back, and I realize what happened and what she did, I'm just like, I'm compulsing over. I'm just like, oh fuck, God damn it. It was just a tapestry. It's nice. I can't remember if it was a picture. It was something.
It's not my business. Anyway, Jonny.
Just start puking rainbows. I'm like, oh my god, fuck this.
Viridian reaches up to pet DiGiorno and says, "All right, Jonny, you saved DiGiorno at great cost. We haven't really talked about it since then, but I owe you. If you need anything, and I can do it, I'll do it."
Can I eat him?
You just ate me.
I wasn't done. It's like a half-finished meal, and I'm hungry. I was getting through the good stuff.
Don't worry, DiGiorno. I have plans to give you lots of food later on today. I promise.
Can I have a lollipop?
I might be able to do something about that.
Reiki lollipop.
Yeah, he just gives her a Plasmix Reiki lollipop.
So, unlike creating other Reiki, which is just this small white, like blue-white glow, it basically you are like thundercloud of just massive levels of just lightning shooting out, and it's this very like aggressive ion blue. You're basically like charging a Kamehameha in your hand, but it's lightning. And eventually, you create a lollipop, and she just pops it in her mouth, and she's like, tasty. Everyone is just like, oh my god, what the fuck just happened?
Yeah,
There's also a couple people who are dead. They got too close, and one of the little beams arced out, and basically he's this mindless, just husk on the ground. Yeah, that's phase on normal people.
Viridian, maybe don't do that around here.
Yeah. Your familiar is also
Yeah.
poking the dead bodies. Like, oh, there's nothing left.
Anything I don't know?
Johnny.
No,
focus.
I'm not.
Do you need me to do anything?
Yeah. I gotta build a house for us, for Sadi and I.
I can do that.
That'd be cool.
Do you want the mansion?
I don't know yet. I still have to plan it and stuff. But
If you can give me the plans, I can make it.
Yeah, I'll do that. Not now, though.
Okay. Just know that, I mean, you've got me on the comm bead. I need to go talk to a rare, and Broke here needs to do things, probably. But,
I got stuff I could do.
just know that whatever you need, I owe you. And it's a big O.
Yeah. DiGiorno pops over to Uncle Broke here. Can I eat you?
No, not today. Not maybe one
What
day
about
in the
him?
future.
How dare you look upon me, evil creature? Stay back, or I'll have my liege smite you with my righteous fist.
He's also not in the mood.
I bet I could win. Try me, filthling!
Not really a fair fight. He can't. But
I will fend her off with my honor and my righteous indignation.
Broke here.
that is a pretty strong.
Broke here. Do you
But
want
maybe
to
you
go
hold off to
ask
another
Rascal
day.
some things before I go into a rare? This is out of character.
You guys do your thing. I got a few questions to ask of him.
That doesn't answer my question. Do you want to do it?
You go ahead. Don't. If you're ready for a rare, you go ahead and do that.
All right. I will wave to Jonny, pop into my sanctuary, and snag the philosopher's fruit, and then I'll pop out, fly over here, and start walking to where the doorway was.
Does
Okay.
it open for him? Or is my proximity with Johnny?
Mhm. Ah, you bring a gift. Good.
I do. I have another favor to ask, Rare. He'll just kind of magey hand the fruit to sit down next to her.
Mm.
I am now a time mage. One of my chakras has been specialized into manipulating of time. I was hoping to ask for a permit to be able to use it, at least for the war against the Academy. I need all the firepower I can manage if we're going to win.
No. You may be a time mage, but you're untrained. You have no experience. Just because you think you're entitled to it because your chakra is of time does not mean you can infringe on my domain.
Can you offer training then?
Perhaps. Go do this little war. I'll watch. You can cast time spells, I suppose, during the war. But how you use it and how it affects time-space continuum will depend on my response upon your return. Break time, and I'll break you.
Of course. He'll bow deeply. He obviously has no idea about how to do a proper Solikahn etiquette, but he's very respectful.
Mhm.
And he'll turn around and walk out.
I was hoping you were gonna walk out of the room bowing to her, like,
No.
like facing.
Yeah.
Johnny, are you staying in this corner? Because if you're staying in this corner, I'm probably gonna.
Oh yeah, I'm just
Like-
literally depressed right now. That's the only thing.
Why you depressed, brah?
I'll walk up
You
and pat
lived.
you on the shoulder and just be like, "You sure you don't want to talk about?"
Was she
that?"
gonna kill me if I didn't give it up?
Nope.
Maybe.
Okay.
I guarantee you,
Yeah.
the story would have continued until you did.
Okay.
No. Anyway, I'm just gonna like put a hand on your shoulder and be like, "You sure you don't want to talk about anything, buddy? You seem a little down in the dumps."
Broke here. You just meet people and you think you know them, and then they just throw you off to the curb. Just make life hell.
Some people can be difficult to deal with, but I'm sure we can pull through in the end.
Yeah. Yeah.
You need a hand with anything?
I mean, I did have an idea, and
What's
now
the
it's
idea?
gone. Just floating out of the wind. I don't act insane right now. I'll procure. It's all right. I'm fine.
You sure you don't have anything in mind you want?
Too much clarity. It hurts. It
Yeah,
burns.
it's like, well, fuck. Ooh.
What?
I'll just read what Viridian said.
Anyways, well, you don't need my hand with anything. Then I got to go
You got
talk
that hammer, Brokir?
Do I have that hammer?
Yeah.
Yeah. And he pulls it out. He's like, Viridian did a sniffing thing on it.
Ooh.
Belongs to a Tisa teacup. It's wholly geometrics, you believe it or not.
Tisa, that sounds familiar.
Yeah, she's a crazy wholly geometrics lady.
Tisa.
Apparently does it in some really weird way. I think she's sitting just over there. Like, yeah, she's like sitting like right behind us. Yeah, there she is. I was thinking, you want to give it back or you want to keep it?
She's sitting
You-
right
you
behind
found
us?
She is sitting right behind us. She's like 6 blocks away, maybe.
In the Harbinger Lounge? No.
No, like with the fashion people.
Judgment?
Yeah, Tisa, right there. Tisa, right there. Tisa
The
teacup.
art lounge. The artist's
Oh, yeah.
lounge.
Yeah, the artist.
That's not the
That's
same
Tisa.
person, is it?
No,
I thought it was Nissa, or is it Tisa?
Decent.
I thought it was.
It is
yeah,
hers.
Tisa,
Okay.
I think I even see the teacup.
Yep.
So yeah, that is 100% Tisa. I'm pretty much asking if you want to give it back.
No.
It's yours.
Thank you, Brokir.
I'll hand it off. Okay, well, the ham is yours. Is there anything else you need?
Nope, just need to go cry in a corner. It's okay.
Mhm.
Well, I hope you feel better after you cry.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just go find some private. I guess I'm down.
Is Carloso
Yeah,
still here?
What's up?
Carloso still there?
Yeah, he's smoozing. He is like killing it with the plebs.
Of course he is. That's his go-to.
Well, just because they're plebs doesn't mean they don't have money or power.
Mm-hmm.
It's just not in comparison to most of the people here. Yeah, most balls would have maybe one or two at most people with the actual tokens. At any other function. Someone with a lot of influence may have up to 4+.
Mhm.
But the Queen's Ball, or one of the Sovereign's events, everyone shows up, because if you don't, it's like, oh, you didn't get invited. Or you couldn't make it because you're not cool enough.
Why'd I hold on to that bone coin? I should have just gave it to the fucking Talons. That would have been so much easier.
You didn't know it was a bone coin!
I was gonna. Oh, no, I didn't know. I didn't know. I didn't need it to be a bone coin. It just needed to be something powerful. I knew it was important. Just
Of course! But you didn't. But power in my game doesn't mean it's safe.
yeah.
In fact, power might end up being too powerful for the Royals itself. Hence why they lost it in the first place. Purposely. Sorry, man. Game's not easy.
Okay.
And you ran into a faction that's
Not easy.
very low probability of running into.
Yeah.
They're Trixies.
I've had only one person go down the path of fate weaving, and he got fucked.
Yeah, because he didn't. He just had nothing. He had no damage, right? It was just like
He had damage out the ass. He used his fate powers to basically collect immortal sorrows.
Oh, yeah, you were telling me about that. Oh, right, he did have damage, but he fell off. You said because that's all he could do.
He kind of just
He had
broke.
nothing to complement it.
Yeah. He also didn't do so well on a couple interactions.
Yeah.
Because he thought
So he didn't get his network.
Well, that and he ended up trying to do some really risky business deals, thinking he could
Right.
break his way through difficult roles because of his fate powers. But the way he interacted I gave him such huge negatives because of what he wanted it to, it to be.
Right.
But he still couldn't get the stupid roll.
Mm-hmm.
And he lost a lot of support and factions and allies, and then Maki would go in and clean up and mend those broken things. So he just felt he was just salty the entire time because
They were.
he failed, but opened the gate for another player to make this similar deal. But I was like, it's not the same deal you did.
Yeah.
You basically were trying to strong arm them instead of make friends.
It's got to be mutually beneficial.
Right. And that's why, and then of course he rolled really well on those rolls. And of course he felt salty for that. It was kind of like, sorry, dude.
Should be messing fate so much. Yeah.
Sometimes things just happen. Cough, cough, mantle.
Right. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Hey, man. Mantles are not everything. I think mantles were only introduced during the 6th series.
It's just funny that I got it unlocked for everybody, and then I lose it, and I don't even get to see it. Like I just oh well.
Sometimes things happens, and you just gotta go with it.
Yeah, Brokert got blindsided by what they wanted the guides for, and the fact that he gave them so many guides, they were going to move it now. Like everyone's coming, we're going.
They just seemed really eager to go and do stuff.
Of course, they get to do their first maiden voyage again.
Yeah, again, and their guide. I figured it took as a guiding stuff.
Yeah, they give them a mission. They're guiding. They're transporting, which is what guides do. Many things of great and groundbreaking or galaxy-shattering importance. So, yes, they were stoked. Even the ones that didn't get a fly and were basically hitching a ride, the smaller guides, they were stoked.
I still like how the boats just go on, like just fly through the air.
Yeah, fly through space on an astral sea. They're less effective in space, but they still can travel. That's the neat part about guides. The land vehicles, they move a lot slower, hence why they're not very large.
They're powerful.
And they're powerful.
They get the shit done.
But they usually like to hitch rides on the larger vessels.
Right.
So for easy deployment. Or they just have satellite put them places.
Yeah, that's also a very effective way of moving around.
Okay, so here is the deal. It is now 6:40. I need an hour and a half to 2 hours, and then I will be back. I need to walk the dog, and then I need to go to my school to do some work. I hope I can power through it in maybe 30 to 45 minutes. And then I want to buy some beer on the way back, because I need beer if we're going to continue tonight.
Yeah.
Which I have no problem continuing tonight, because that means we're not going to do prep sessions for
other things. Yeah.
Later in the week. Jonny, I'm sorry, but
no. What do you mean you're sorry? I'm the one that did it. So I mean, you put me in a really shitty situation, but I mean, it is what it is.
I mean, you could have just said no.
No,
and
exactly.
Just kept saying no.
Yeah.
And then you could have just walked out with it, but I knew you.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. It's I thought, oh, fate, that's cool. I know about that.
I'm surprised you didn't roll scrutiny on her.
Well, if you roll scrutiny on her, means you have to turn around and look at her, which you gain insanity just looking upon her, which is so funny. I've had players try and do it.
That's what I knew you were doing to me too. Like I can't look at her, so I'm gonna have to fucking. Right when you asked, I was like, nope, I'm not gonna look at her, but I'll be respectful and shit.
Right. So
Yeah.
It is a trap, and since I am the GM, and they're Fate Weavers, which means they get metagaming information,
Of course.
which means I'm gonna play you like a fiddle
Mm-hmm.
as best I can. And I've had maybe one interaction which I got outplayed, but that was like one in like 50 interactions with the Fate Weavers because I know exactly what I need to do to get you to do what I want you to do.
Mm-hmm.
The
'Cause
Fate
I'm
Weavers
an
are pretty much
ass.
the GM faction, the year faction.
Yeah, but it also is the only faction that I actually allow physical metagaming for. How do you know that? Well, the tapestry says.
Yeah.
Yeah, they know that shit.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I thought
I'll
it
be
was
here 2 hours from now, so I can see you then.
I may be here. I may be back sooner. Walking the dog doesn't take too long, but
All the other stuff will.
Yeah.
well, I gotta travel 15 minutes,
Yeah.
and then
That
say
we
an
can-
hour and a half to 2 hours. I'm gonna pick up food on the way home, which shouldn't take too long, but you know.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, you
it's
never know.
perfect timing, actually. I need to go food, and you do a few other things. Yeah, I'll be back.
Okay,
Yeah.
everyone, if you do want to show up later, great. We're just gonna do
More prep.
more prep.
I'm sure that we all have things we run around doing, yeah.
Yeah.
Johnny can be depressed.
Come on, Johnny, you gotta fight that depression and go talk to people.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'll be back.
Yeah, peace.
Yeah, shit, that sucks. Well.
Wasn't too bad. Like, you could have like completely died from humanity.
Yeah, I didn't know there was a door behind me. I would just, that would have been nice to know. He would have at least told me there was a door behind me instead.
I guess you never. Just
I did ask.
said you were
I
looking
literally, I did ask. Tell me about the room. He was just like, "Oh, there's
for-
some
Oh,
things."
there
And
it is. Yeah, you did.
whatever. Whatever.
But would you have left?
Yeah, because I didn't even see the portrait until he pointed it out after I get closer, and I was like, "Oh, okay, check that out." Some person comes behind you. Gain 1d100 insanity. Oh fuck.
That was from looking at the painting.
Yeah.
But
I mean, that was fate,
yeah.
right? So it's kind of
Yeah,
tapestry.
that bone corn bow, if you unlocked it and you were strong enough, probably would have just killed you if you hadn't used it right.
Doesn't matter. It's currency. It can be used for anything, but it also could have been used on anything. So
Not true, but I just remember what Matt told me about the red striped one, and that people will take that from you if you're not strong enough. If you have like rare currency that they don't see very often.
yeah, well, that's why I would have used it. That's
Yeah.
why it was in a container that nobody could
Yeah.
yeah, like no one could see into, right? So
Yeah. I don't know. I think I think that was worth an in. If you can actually get an in with the Fate Weavers and do well, that's strong.
I mean, the Fate Weavers are all right, but
I know, but I bet if you get high enough in the Fate Weavers, Matt will just start telling you shit. Like, you can start just metagaming. Like, that's pretty much the power.
oh well, I got
of
what I wanted. I just didn't get enough for what it was worth. So got conned. Life lesson, like Matt said.
You could have. Just remember, it's all about phrasing as well. You could have phrased it as something like, I want you to give me the power to. I don't know. I oftentimes just don't ask questions. Yeah, shit happens from there. Bad things. What can you do?
Not played today. That was my thing. Should just not play today.
Oh,
We got too lucky last night. We got too lucky.
oh yeah, it was luck for days. But that it would have been like this no matter what. Now, if we hadn't played today, our bad session would have been yesterday or the day after, whenever it happened. Again, there's no point in saying, "Oh, if I had done that, if I had done this," it's already passed. I say go for that Fate Weaver. Try just now. Think of a really good reason why they'd want you to be a Fate Weaver.
The only thing I thought about for Fate Reaver 2 is like it will help with the observers, but
I was gonna say could be a Fate Weaver Observer, that would probably be a strong shit.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. But also, fuck you, big boy. You just lost a really powerful item.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder what would happen if you'd shown it to the birds.
Yeah. That would have been fun.
Again, there's no point thinking about it.
Exactly. I fucked up.
Just torture
Okay.
yourself.
No.
I didn't fuck up. You got an in with the Fate Weavers. It's just you have to. It's something that you have to work towards instead of just doing a straight up boon. Which in itself isn't bad. Well, you're right now. You're just looking power up.
Yeah.
I think you should really honestly go Fate Weaver. Get your information brokers shit up and become a Fate Weaver.
It's
Try-
kind of
try and
hard to
control the
do the
underworld.
contact thing. I don't want to control the underworld. It's a Duresh thing.
Not really. Duresh did kind of do that, but then it was I am controlling everything. I bet there's a niche somewhere you could fit into it. Like, maybe go talk to that psychic chick or anything. Just, I don't know, man. I don't think you should try and re-roll Jonny if you're trying to think of that.
No, I can't reroll Jonny. It's my power up's gone.
You have a different power up. The power up gave you an in with the Fate Weaver.
Yeah.
And now all you have to do is think of a reason why she would teach you. And just think of why you'd be a really good Fate Weaver. And then as you talk to her, try and just try and do the exact same thing. And Anarchs, whatever its name was, did to you.
Nebraska? What's the name?
Yeah.
Nebraska's.
Like, you have her name. Maybe you can find out as much information as you can on her, and then go like maybe she's really close with one faction or something, and you play it off like you're working with that faction or something like that. I don't know. Just I think becoming a Fate Weaver would be fucking OP as shit. The power of metagame. And with your eyes, I bet if you just devoted straight to the Fate Weaver path, you would eventually be able to do crazy shit.
I wanted her to take over the whole eye is what I should have done. But I was also like, didn't know.
You could have asked her to trade eyes. That could have been fun. But maybe she doesn't have such. You could have just asked her to make you a Fate Weaver. But again, just think of what you're going to do now instead of what you could have done. Because again, just think of magical shit you can want Viridian to do for you. Because he has no moral qualms. You can just get him to be like, summon me magical, just ask him for an item. Like, I bet if he focused and he used all his mana to try and find you an immortal sorrow, he might actually get you an immortal sorrow.
I don't need Immortal Sorrows. I already have blades. I'm not supposed to get more.
I don't know, you seemed like you wanted an immortal sorrow.
Oh, to sell.
Yeah, I don't know. You can that way you can get that in with Gillian or
Yeah, I can get that shit done. I'm also thinking
you
about
can
going to do one of his quests actually.
see if he's not pissed at you. Yeah. But like you had reasons.
Just the whole thing with Charon too. I don't know how that's gonna work out because I don't know. He was betting
What thing with
against.
Charon?
Well, he was the owner of the Warhive, right? So
Of the what?
the Warhive.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah.
Oh, the Warhive. I think that's dealt with. I think the owner is dead and that they took the Warhive back.
He's still
Right.
there.
Huh?
Still here.
Who's still here?
Guy that had the Warhive. He was the one selling it.
Oh, he was selling it?
Yeah.
I thought he just knew who.
No. I had the information on the seller. I was gonna get it from him.
Well, she convinced him to take it down, I guess. She
Well,
didn't.
yeah,
kill
she
him,
bought it,
so.
right? Because she knew the seller.
I don't think she bought it. I think she threatened him and took it from him and got him to give it to her.
Probably.
Because, yeah, like the only thing that protects a lot of these people from being threatened to giving their items is the anonymity of the people who are selling.
Hmm.
And if your husband is a god of death, then
Yeah.
he can probably be pretty convincing to get you to take that shit off, because eventually you might die one day and you're going to be down there with him. And he'll see you and be like, hey, aren't you that prick who blackmailed my wife? I feel like he could probably be pretty convincing.